Okay guys, this is your AccuracyTech video walkthrough on the Hornady Concentricity gauge. As you can see here, the frame of it is cast iron. It's a nice thing. It adds a little bit of weight and heft to it, so it's not moving around on you when you're using it. There's little cutouts here, so if you want to actually bolt it down to the table or whatever you're using, you can. The entire thing is adjustable. This here is the shell holder. You can open this up, loosen it, and then you can adjust the entire shell holder. So depending on what kind of shell you're using, what caliber, you can adjust it. This here actually holds on to the actual projectile itself. It's kind of hard to see it, but there's actually a little opening there that accepts the nose of the bullet. That's spring loaded. You want to have a little bit of tension on that. The whole dial caliper assembly here, you can loosen that up, and then you can adjust it all the way up and down this little rail here. So no matter what kind of shell you're using or what kind of projectile, it'll fit. I'm going to set it right about there for now. You can adjust the spring tension on the dial. That's a nice thing also. And using it, extremely easy. Set the dial where you want, zero it, and spin the case. And hopefully this will show up on the video here, but as the needle moves back and forth, you can find the high and the low points on the actual cartridge. So that's going to be the low point, and that's going to be the high point right there. So I need to re-zero it at the lowest point, and then when I adjust it and I find the high point, which is right about there, you dial this little guy in and it'll actually push the projectile back in the direction towards concentric. You can actually remove any of the runout that the case and the bullet together have. Spin it again, still got some. So that there should be about 0, and that's about the highest point there. Dial that back out, spin it again, and you check to look. And if you look now, hopefully again this will show up, there's hardly anything there. This is already, each of these little hash marks is already thousandths of an inch, so we're probably into like 10 thousandths of an inch now on that cartridge. So that is now pretty close to concentric. It's a good tool, and at the price point, it's not real hard to justify the expense. Whether or not you actually need to bother with all this on each of your cartridges is kind of up to you. There's a lot of debate about that, and we're going to try and test it out on the range a little later. So, alright guys, that's the Hornady Concentricity gauge.